Well, hello and welcome. It has been a while since I made a video, so I thought today I'd come on and update everybody on the happenings in Zihuatanejo, Mexico. If you don't know who I am, my name is Sonny Starr. My husband and I moved to Mexico almost a year ago. We are coming up on a year. So what we did today was we thought we were going to be proactive and go and renew our temporary visas to make sure, we had everything in line. And last year when we came in March and did our visas, it was really easy. We walked in, we took our documentation, gave them all of our information, passports, all that kind of stuff. And it took about an hour, and we had a friend go with us who translated, but they do have some people there who speak English. And it was really easy. We went, it took about an hour. Today we went by ourselves. We didn't take our friend with us, even though he offered to go with us. But we did go in there, and they have new procedures now here for you to, extend your visa, which for 3 years. I'm getting my 3-year temporary, Rodney's getting his permanent. But you have to go in and you have to access this website. Now, the website is all in Spanish, so if you're a foreigner and you try and translate it, even if you translate it to English, it doesn't translate correctly. So if we weren't in the office and the person was in the office helping us, we would have never, it would have taken us hours to figure it out. And as it was, it took us over an hour to get it done in the office. So you have to access this website, put in all your information, and then save it. And then after you do that, you have to scan a QR code and put in all the same information and access the website, all the same information that you put in on the link that they gave you. And then after you did that, then you have to schedule an appointment to actually renew your residency. Now, this is all new from last year. So we were there for over an hour. We got everything done though, and we have an appointment tomorrow. So I'm hoping that all of that will make it easier tomorrow when we go in, that all they'll have to do is just look at our documentation and be like, yes, you're good. But we are in Mexico and things here are not always efficient. One of the things I have learned here is that there is a lot of paper. So nothing is done electronically. Everywhere you go, they want you to print out copies of everything you have. And I'm going to use our vehicle as an example. So we drove to Mexico. If you watch my other videos, you know that. And today we thought, well, let's go check in and see if we can change our license plates to Mexico license plates versus US license plates. So we go into this place, the licensing bureau, I guess is what you call it. I don't know what the official name of it is, but our friend did go with us because we did need a translator there. They don't speak English. And he asked if we could license our vehicle. And she said, no, you have to go to the border and you have to fill out all of these forms and then bring all of those forms back and then you can license your vehicle. And we were like, why would we do that? Our license plates work fine here. They're valid. We keep our license, for the US if we ever want to drive back. But when we came across the border, they give you an import paperwork at the Bancerito, and that you carry in your car with you all the time. And she was like, well, you don't need to do anything. You don't need Mexican license plates. Just carry that in your car with you all the time and make sure you have valid insurance and you're good. And we're like, oh, okay. So I guess we're not changing our license plates. But in order for you to change your plates, I'm telling you, the packet that she showed us and the people that we saw when they're filling out their paperwork to get their license plates or their driver's license, the packet was like this big. It had every kind of question on it you could possibly imagine. The amount of paperwork here that they keep on file, they don't scan it into like a system, like an electronic system. They manually file it based upon whatever your name is or whatever. And can you imagine how much paperwork that is? It's what we did, 20 years ago in IT before, we had computers. That's what it reminds me of. So I'm hopeful that in the near future, some of the things will get updated and maybe the filling out the information online today at the immigration office is the first step towards doing that, so you don't have to provide so much paperwork. I'm hopeful. But it was not an easy process. Last year was much, much easier. What else has been going on over here? Our elevator's broken again. So we're trying to get that fixed. I got 2 quotes for somebody to fix it and turned it over to the homeowners association, and they thought that was too expensive. And so they contacted the person out of Guadalajara who fixed it last time, which is what we suggested in the first place, but they didn't want to do that. So now they've contacted the guy from Guadalajara, and he's going to come out and hopefully fix it, but who knows when that will happen. So we've been without an elevator for about 2 months, and all I keep telling myself is, it's a common area, so they do have to fix it. I mean, they don't have a choice. But I keep telling myself that me going up and down them stairs 15 times a day, my butt's gonna be like a butt of steel. So maybe that'll be the, the great thing going up and down the stairs all the time, is the fact that I'll actually get a workout and my legs will be fantastic, and so will my butt, but who knows. Other than that, we did meet some people from the States and went out to dinner with them a couple weeks ago. It's the first couple we've met from the U.S. that we've talked to and done anything with, and they were really nice, and we had a really good time. I guess that they've been coming here for years and years. The gal who we went out to dinner with actually has been coming here for 30 years. She knew everything about, the city before there were even, a bunch of hotels here. So that was kind of cool. We're going to go out to Troncones with them tomorrow after we go to the immigration appointment, and just kind of hang out and do nothing. But we did get back in the gym. We're back working out again, which we just walked to the gym. It's across the street. It's a mile round trip. So that's nice. It's nice being back in the gym, and it's nice being back, exercising again, other than just walking. I mean, like lifting weights. We did go today, and we have a million lights in our house. I think you can see. Can you see the light up there? Look, there's a light up there. We have a million lights in our house, and every one of those lights is the old kind of light bulb that burn really, really, really hot. I don't even know how to explain it. I don't know what you call them. But the lights that burn really hot, not like the energy efficient LED lights. And we didn't know how to get them out because they're like set like way up into the actual light. So we had a friend come over yesterday, and he showed us how to take the lights out. So we're in the process of changing out all of these old, whatever kind of lights they are, to all bright white LEDs. And it makes a huge difference. And, they're supposed to last, LEDs last for 10 years or whatever. So hopefully that will be a good thing. We just started today. We changed 6 lights, I think, today total. So I'll have to go tomorrow and get, 12 more, because we have can lights in every nook and cranny. I mean, I know you can't see, but we have lights everywhere, which is great. I love that we have lights everywhere, and we're surrounded by windows, so we have plenty of light in our house. Other than that, we have just been kind of watching what's been going on in the U.S. It's concerning to us. I think that there are people who are unelected who are trying to access people's personal information. That's very, very concerning, that don't have security clearance. It's concerning the people who are now online saying, I voted for this person, and now he's taken away veterans benefits, and our farm's going to fail. And, we can't afford to do this, and we can't afford to do that. And, it's really, really hard for me to feel some type of empathy for the people who put this man in office, because in 2020 he showed everyone who he was. I'm very upset about the just random layoffs of federal workers and park rangers, and it's crazy to me that there is no rhyme or reason why people are losing their jobs, regardless of who you voted for. Okay, regardless of who you voted for. There should be no reason that anyone loses their livelihood without an explanation and without a good reason and call it cost cutting. What costs are you cutting, and where's your business case for doing this? So to me, that is completely unacceptable. There's going to be a mass amount of people who will not be able to live. And if you think that we have a homeless crisis now in the US, continue to fire 25,000 people, 15,000 people. United Healthcare is supposed to be doing layoffs. I mean, all of these companies without any sense of what they're doing to these people. Do you not know that you're destroying people's lives? I mean, it's terrible to me. I'm happy that I'm retired and I'm not working and I don't have to worry about that. But all of our family and friends and people that we love in the US who could be impacted by this, it's just not acceptable. So I'm glad that people are marching. I'm glad that people are protesting. I'm hopeful that the Congress will stand up and say this is illegal, you cannot do this, and that judges will be empowered to stand up and say you're violating the law. As a community, I think that we have to be very aware of where we're shopping and who we're supporting. If we are coming into the US for a visit here in the next year, and I can tell you, I will support local businesses only. There will not be a Walmart visit. There will not be a Target visit. Anybody who is supporting of elimination of anything that has to do with DEI, I'm sorry, I can't spend my money with you. And I'm hopeful that people in the US will do the same thing. My friends and family, that they will support small businesses even if you have to pay more, because those mom and pop shops really depend on our money to make them successful, and they don't contribute to the multi-billionaires who are trying to destroy the democracy in the country. I watched a bunch of Bernie Sanders stuff online, and man, he really nails the fact of what is happening right now, and it's really, really, really scary. I mean, I can't imagine that anyone who saw the inauguration and the Heil Hitler salute and the things that are happening right now really have any idea what is coming. So I'm very hopeful. Please, everybody, stay safe. Take care of each other. Try and have some empathy. Even though I said I have a hard time with people who voted for him, everybody is allowed to make mistakes, but you had a very, very, very qualified Black woman to vote for, and I don't know what your decision-making process was. She proved herself over and over again, as an attorney, and I don't know what that decision-making process was. But I'm hopeful that in the next election that people will actually do some research and not just watch TV and take the propaganda that is given to them by the news, because the news is bought and paid for by politicians. So there is no real fact checking on anything that comes out in mainstream media. So I'm hopeful that everybody, is safe and happy, and hang in there, keep fighting. And from us in Mexico, we will keep you in our thoughts and prayers, and hope that things get better, and hope that someone stands up to what's happening right now. Hope that the Congress actually wields some power. But for now, thanks for watching. See you soon. Bye.